Coach here, and I want to share with you my review of a site from one of my nail technicians who is a part of my private WhatsApp group. So she was experiencing some challenges with customers having them book on the site. Sometimes customers would cancel at the last minute. She was also losing time, losing money, and she didn't have business policy attached to her site. And there were some constraints that I made the offer to review the site to see exactly what's going on and how I can assist by solving those issues. So the first thing a customer sees when they come onto your page is the images. We want our images to be clear, and the images should reflect that of the services that you have provided for your customers. So we see here there are some images that may have been taken during a class setting, and we don't want these types of images on the site. We want to make sure that we have images of work that was actually done. And again, FRESHA has their recommendations as to what types of images to put up to make sure that they're clear and they represent your brand and your standard. So we want to make sure that our images are looking tip-top shape, and once somebody lands on your page, they can see exactly the type of services that you provide. And then we looked at the reviews section, like right here it says no reviews yet, and right here where it says no reviews yet, what happens is customers are going to be looking for reviews because that's the way they get to see what others are saying about the service, how others feel about the experience, and this could very well influence their decision to book with you or not. So you want to make sure if you have a scheduling site set up already, ensure that on the back end, after you close out the sale, that your message at the end, your thank you email, where it invites the customer to leave a review, encourage them to leave a review because it helps your business. Even if you have to give them an incentive to leave a review, like maybe a discount for their next service, that is perfectly fine. What we really want is a review because we want customers who are considering you, we want to give them more reasons to book a service with you. So down here where this individual have a business hours, apparently she is a full-time nail technician. If you are, that's fine. Then these hours are fine. If you are not a full-time nail technician and you work part-time, make sure your start and end times reflect exactly the times that you are available to work, because we don't want to have times set that you're available and you're actually not. And then that too can cause customers to not book with you because the times are off. This area right here, the about section, you want to share with your customers here what makes you so special. This is your area where you can stand out. So be specific. Make sure it just reflects a beautiful picture of what you do, what customers can expect from you. And this is a great place as well to share something about your policy. Now, you don't want to put your entire policy in your about section because that's not what this particular area is for. But you can indicate some of the things that are most important, like ensuring that they come on time. You want to let them know firsthand if there is a deposit requirement, and maybe you want to share with them if a bit about your cancellation policy. But don't make the about section too heavy with policy. Your about section should be someplace where the customer can look at and see exactly who you are and what you do and give them a reason to book their services with you. Now, last but not least, we're going to look at the services area. Your services area has categories. Now, in each category, you want to ensure that the services listed in your categories are relevant to that particular category. So if you offer gel nails, everything in this area should be gel nails. Here, this nail tech offers acrylic services as well. Make sure everything in here is acrylic services and so on. Now, right here where she has gift cards. Gift cards is not a service. Gift cards is a sale. So That should not be there if any of you have gift cards as a service. Gift cards is actually a sale. In our FRESHA site setup, we show you how to process a gift card sale. Okay, so we want to take that out of there. Also, should you have a scheduling site that needs a little bit of work, we offer a FRESHA site setup to help you have a professionally set up scheduling site. It's actually by nail techs for nail techs. Personally, I have been operating my business rather via online scheduling for the past 15 plus years. And knowing how to set the site up so that your customers know exactly what to book and they know exactly what each service is very important. And so that is why I decided that I would offer this service to help nail technicians with this particular aspect of their business. This here is what lays the foundation of your business. Okay, so back to services. Let's look at this particular service. It says nail fill long. The description in here, right here, should be a little bit more so that the customer knows exactly what they're going to get. Does this include repairs? Does this include removal of existing polish? What exactly does this include? And then also you may want to add here as well the recommended maintenance time. When should that individual come back? Should they come back in 2 to 3 weeks? Or whatever the recommended. You want to put in as much information in these areas so that the customer understands exactly what it is that they're booking. Now, when it comes to the time that you have reserved for a particular service, let's say we want to make sure that the time actually is as close to what it should be as possible. So I say that because this particular service is a full set and it's 2 hours and it's $55 for 2 hours. Already there's a price discrepancy because that is very much on the low end. And what we offer in our FRESHA site setup is a consultation so that we can go over your pricing to ensure that your pricing to stay in business. You want to make sure that when you price, your price also speaks to the value of what it is that you're offering. So we want a price to stay in business. So right here, it just says full set, short acrylic nails, gel polish, or French polish. But the description should be a little bit more involved so that the customer knows exactly what they're going to be getting. Now, let's look at another service here. We had 3 services here for full set short, full set medium, and full set long. Now, short full set is 2 hours, medium full set is 2 hours and $10 more. Long full set is only 15 minutes more and only 10 minutes more. Okay, we want to make sure that we're pricing to stay in business. Don't price to compete with what the lower prices are on the market because you're going to price yourself out of business. So you want to pay attention to that. I know a general rule of thumb is either 60 cents to $1 a minute. So if your service time is 1 hour, then we want to say that the cost of that service is $60. So you understand what I mean. So this right here is grossly underpriced, but then again, skill set has a lot to do with pricing. But we want a price to stay in business. So at the onset, when a customer comes on, this is a client-facing review. We want to make sure that the images reflect what customers can expect from you. So make sure your images are clear. We want to have on our site reviews so that customers know what to expect based on what previous customers are saying. That will influence their decision to book with you or not. Make sure your services are organized properly and the descriptions are there so the customer knows exactly what they're getting. And then also down here, your about section should show you off. Let customers know who you are and exactly what you are all about. And then finally, make sure your business hours reflect the hours that you're actually working, because we don't want customers to book an appointment and you're not available. So if you have a FRESHA site that you feel is not performing at the level and the standard that it should be, and you feel like you need a review of your site, drop me at the bottom of this video and I will send you the information so that you can be one of the persons who has your site reviewed. This is limited to only 2 nail techs per week, because we want to make sure that we properly review your site and give you the solutions to address the problems that you're having with your scheduling site. And this is only for those who have a FRESHA scheduling site. So if you're interested in having your site reviewed, again, just drop me below this video and we will be sure to send you the information to make that happen just for you.